I'm going to make a favourite dish of mine. It's a tuna melt. It sounds like something that everyone does at home, but you know me, I'm going to do it with a little bit of a sparkle, a little bit different, and I'm going to make it with my favourite bread, challah. It's like a really soft, sort of eggy sort of bread with, it's got a little bit of vegetable oil in it, which I'm glad Janella's not here to listen to this, but it's beautiful and soft, and that's the thing I love about it. And I've got some tuna. This is tin tuna. You can make your own tuna, sear some tuna on a barbecue or whatever you want to do and then break it up. But you know, this is all about being easy. So I've got my tuna, I've broken it up a little bit. I've got a little bit of dill. You can go down to the garden, get some thyme or dill or whatever you want. I've got plenty of herbs, so I'll just help myself to dill. Parsley is great. Sage is also great, but not too much sage because it's quite strong. Pick that up and throw that straight in there. And then I've got some chives. I'll just cut that off there. And there we go. I'm just going to cut these really nice and thin. I love the sort of oniony flavour that the chives put into a dish like this. There we go. I've got this red onion here, which I'm going to slice in half, and I'm going to cut it really fine. There we go, put that through there. And a nice, fine dice. Beautiful. There we go. Now throw that into my tuna mix there. You can put anything you want. If you want to put some cheese in there or, you know, some chilli, some cayenne chilli would be great in here. Just give that a bit of a mix around like that. It's nice and herby, just the way I like it. Some pepper. Now, tuna's pretty salty already, but you know me, a little bit of salt won't hurt, will it? There we go. Just mix that around. Beautiful. It smells fantastic. This would be great on its own. But, you know, I'm going to take this and take it to a different level. I've got my bread. Now, you're probably thinking, is he going to cut the slice off this? No. This is what I'm going to do. Cut it straight through the middle like this, all the way round. Look at that. Oh. Look at this bread. It's nice and soft and it'll just fall apart and soak up all the juices. Now, I've got some mayonnaise here, which I'm just going to spoon on here. Beautiful. And I've got some mustard. I love mustard. This is Dijon mustard. This is fantastic stuff. Just spoon that on there and you mix them around like this. A nice little swirl. You can have a little dance while you're doing it, but this will soak into the bread and make it really, really, really tasty. Then all you need to do is spoon on your tuna. Look at that. It looks fantastic like this, doesn't it? Spoon it on and just sort of smear it around. There we go. Oh, fantastic. Take it right the way to the edge because we're going to toast this. We want to make sure the whole thing is covered. Beautiful. It's almost like a pizza, isn't it? Fantastic. And I've got these little Perino tomatoes. I'll just put a few of these around. These are lovely and ripe, and the thing I like about tomatoes is when they're ripe, you use them on everything. All I'm going to do is slice a few of these in half like this lengthways, and then I'll spread them around. It'll make it nice and tasty. And you know when you're biting into this, when you've got tomato in this, it burns your mouth, so be careful. So put a few of these around, sort of dot them around, and look at the colour on it. Makes it look nice and red and like a little ladybug or something. Look at that, fantastic. Now the cheese. Now when you're melting cheese, you've got to be careful. A lot of cheese are oily, and they'll melt and all the oil comes out of it. Colby cheese is perfect for melting. And I'll just put a couple of slices on there, all the way around like that. Make sure we cover every single square inch with lovely cheese, one in the middle, and why not? We'll just break this in half. There's no point putting a packet back in the fridge. You might as well use the whole lot of it. Slide that over like that, and then we've got a tray. Slide this underneath like that. Oh, there's another good use for a gut. There you go. And all I'm going to do is pop this under my griller. It'll take 4 to 5 minutes. You'll know it's ready because it'll be bubbling and nice and golden, and it'll be ready to eat. They talk about modern inventions that have changed the world. The computer, the motor car. I think they've overlooked sliced cheese, because have a look at that. Is that a cracker or what? You could stand in your kitchen making multiples of toasted sandwiches, little regular ones that everyone makes, or you could do something impressive like this. And I reckon that's going to impress myself and all my mates. Now, I'm going to put it back on the board here so I can cut it, because I am starving. There's only one way to cut this, straight down through the middle, like a pizza, really. Cut another slab like that, pick that up there like that, look at that. beautiful soft bread. It'll digest really well. All the mayonnaise and the mustard and the tuna and the herbs, the cheese and the tomato on top. There's only one more thing to do. That is delicious. Took a couple of minutes to make, really tasty, everything I like. No more talking. I'm going to keep eating.